Hi, this is Lena Shea and Iowa Mom. And when I used to think of pumpkins, I never bothered raising them because I didn't want to do jack-o'-lanterns, and we really don't need a lot of sweets like pumpkin pie. But when I decided to check into it, you can actually use pumpkin for a side dish, and it is delicious.
I preheat my oven to 400 degrees, put some parchment paper on my baking sheet. I want to lay it on its side. If one side's a little flatter, that works perfectly. Otherwise, I can just slice off just a little bit so it'll be more stable for cutting. The smaller pumpkins seem to be fairly easy to slice, but for these big boys, I use a hammer and tap the edge of my knife gently in order to get it to move through. Then every so often, I have to pull out the knife to get it in a position again where I can hammer. I keep tapping and cutting until I get to the stem on both sides. Then to open it up, I put my fingers between the cracks in the bottom and just pull it apart and snap it open. Now all the seeds and pulp inside need to come out. I use just an inexpensive plastic ice cream scoop. Just rub the edge of the scooper right into the flesh, and when I get a little resistance, I don't go deeper. Now I've got a bunch of the stringiness, and so for that, I just use my kitchen scissors, and it kind of balls up in the bottom here. And if you don't want to save the seeds, you just throw that all out. If you do want to save the seeds, then you need to pull the seeds off of the pulp. But to save time, I'm just going to throw it all in the garbage. Face side down on the parchment on the cookie sheet. I use a small paring knife to just poke the pumpkin several places, which will allow the steam to escape as it bakes, kind of like you do for a baked potato. Okay, now we're going to put him in the oven. Now while he's baking, I will do the scraping of the other one. Okay, when we open it, you can see the beautiful color on this, so it's probably done, but I always check with a paring knife. If the knife goes in super easy, it's done. If not, I can just put it back in the oven and cook it longer. This one is ready to go. Very carefully away from me, I'm going to tip this so that steam doesn't come on me. It will cool a little faster. It's been cooling for an hour, and so now I can touch it. It isn't burning my hands at all. I'm going to use the same ice cream scoop to peel away the flesh from the skin. When I have quite a bit of it scraped free, I grab it with my hands and put it in the food processor. While I'm letting that blend, I go ahead and scrape more, so I keep the process going. Now that looks smooth and delicious. Now I put into bags to freeze. I use about 2 cups. 1 pound equals 2 cups, so I just weigh it. I label each package and put down how much is in it and what year. I got these plastic shoe boxes at the Dollar Tree, and they work great to hold my quart freezer bags. They make it easy to transport to my freezer and to organize. Later, for a quick side dish, I just put it in the microwave-safe bowl, defrost it, and then after it's defrosted, I heat it for another 4 minutes. Then I dish it up, add a little butter in the middle, salt and pepper, and it's ready to serve. This is Lena Shea, an Iowa mom. Thanks for watching. On YouTube.com and Iowa Mom Videos, select the Video tab to find a whole list of helpful videos.